treatment, and it works. Tackling Tremors tonight at 10.
Demi's Lost Footage. We look back 20 years. Then Joe Millionaire versus Dharma Conger. Plus, we're with the stars for the USO Tour next ET.
Tonight at 6:30 on CBS 2.
From the creator of JAG, Mark Harmon, Naval CIS, CBS this fall.
Just finishing a few notes in a chart, and I'm on my way.
How's Bob?
Unfortunately, there's no change. Still in a coma.
You sure no one's turned it in at the hospital?
Yeah, I'll be there as soon as I can.
I'm positive, Doctor. I've had everyone on the floor double check.
Oh, here comes Bonnie and her sidekick. I gotta go. I love you.
Love you too, babe.
If anybody turns it in, let me know as soon as possible.
Of course.
Hey, you missing something?
Yeah. It seems like I've misplaced my PDA, and it's got a ton of information about this case on it.
Oh, when's the last time you saw it?
The country club the other night.
Well, I'm on my way over there now if you want to ride with me. Maybe somebody turned it in.
Oh, that'd be great. I got my whole life on there. If I don't find it, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's a lovely bag, Sarah.
You remember, Mom, I got it last year at that sidewalk sale?
I thought it looked familiar.
And the color is perfect for Sarah, don't you think? Can I go grab a chair by the pool? Sure, I'll be there in 1 sec. Okay, Mom. Let's have it, because I just saw the look on your face.
Bonnie, I just don't know how appropriate it is for you to keep giving this girl gifts.
Mom, it's last year's. What difference does it make if I give it to Sarah or the local church clothing drive?
Well, it makes a big difference if it raises her expectations.
Of what? A better life, maybe? Mom, I want her to have the little things that I have always taken for granted. What's wrong with that?
Hey, all right, listen, the kid's a natural. Watch this.
I want my mommy.
Excelente!
You, darling, not a circus act.
He's a born player. Besides, if we want Hal to let us take him all the way to Montana, he's not going to do it without a little bit of gentle persuasion.
Persuasion? It's more like coercion. Do not trust this man. All right. It's just a game that we're playing, right? We all know how much you miss your mommy, and we just want your daddy to know how much.
Yes, and if you do it exactly the way Uncle Craig told you to do it, nos vamos a Montana! ¿Verdad, hombre?
Hi.
Huh?
Emily gave me a heads up on why you're here, Craig, and the answer is no. You want that in Spanish? No.
Well, all right, Hal. Of course, it is your decision, but it does seem cruel to deprive Parker.
I want my mommy. I want my mommy.
Morning. You two are the talk of town hall. You don't get a lot of divorced couples with a new baby who want to get remarried but don't have the right documents. Well, not since Marla McQuaid back in '84.
And what happened to Marla?
Nothing. She still runs a tattoo parlor over in Cranston.
I can't get over how many people we don't know are sending their presents.
No, they've been dropping things off all morning.
No, this is a friendly place.
And look at this. This is amazing. And what's in the box?
I saved the best for last, but it's for girls' eyes only. You heard me. Scoot, out on the porch, both of you.
We're going?
Move it, boys,
We're
move it.
going.
Is this a dress? Hannah, how did you get a dress on such short notice?
I got it from the mayor's wife. She took it out of mothballs just for the occasion. Wait till you feast your eyes on this beauty.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm right here. No, it's Rose. Please open your eyes. No, you're starting to scare me. What time is it? It's morning. I sure hope they come back with some water because you really are burning up. Oh. Oh. Some dreams. Really bad dreams. How about you, Rose? Your dreams can't be any worse than this place. Not just a dream, it's more like a feeling. Kind of feeling. Like something even worse is gonna happen to you.
Barbara, it's me. Hey, the warden's getting back to me on getting in to see James. Want to do this here, or can I come in?
We're not going to be doing anything. I've had a little time to think about this plan.
No. You agreed last night to see Setback.
I won't have you badgering my client, Mr. Donovan.
Who are you?
This is Marshall Travers. He's my attorney. And he also knows James quite well. And I'm not going anywhere without him.
I'm also James's attorney of record. So if you want to gain access to the federal pen, I suggest you go through me.
What's in it for you?
I have an old score to settle with James myself.
What kind of score?
The man put a bullet in my head. And I'd like to return the favor. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
As the World Turns is sponsored by Prevacid. Ask your doctor if prescription Prevacid is right for you.
I'll be right back.
Oh!
Oh, my girlfriend's great. Smart, funny, super classy.
You'll go out of your way for Tampax Pearl. Incredible comfort and an absorbent braid for extraordinary protection.
Sorry. Long line.
The one, the only Tampax Pearl.
You are 2 years old. And you're a little surprised. You just found you can pull open those pull-ups like a diaper. You're old enough for easy-ups. They're designed like real underwear. Easy-ups. Inspired by toddlers, created by Pampers.
Okay, Pantene Deep Fortifying Treatment. Undo 3 months of damage in 3 minutes? My hair is so fried it needs a whole makeover. That's rich. These must be some serious provitamins if this stuff can deal with my damage. Even wet, my hair feels like new. Frizzy damage? Wet damage. Pro V Deep Fortifying Pantene Treatment. That's the beauty of health.
If you have combination oily skin, you never know what to use on which part of your face. There is a clear solution. Introducing Olay Daily Facials Clarifying. It clarifies 80% better. So here's looking at you.
Do you really think you're cleaning your floor by pushing dirty water around? Kick the bucket and try the new antibacterial solution in your Swiffer Wet Jet. Kills 99.9% of bacteria on your dirty floors. Stop cleaning. Start Swiffering.
Hand your kid a Nestle drumstick. And they're not growing up too fast. They're not living in a more complicated world. They're just a kid eating a drumstick. Like you were once. Drumstick, the original Sunday cone, only from Nestle.
First Lady Laura Bush with our Kids Book Club.
Discover the difference tomorrow on The Early Show.
This nightclub fire killed 100 people, but we found one thing that could have saved every single life. 60 Minutes 2, Wednesday at a new time, 8, 7 Central.
You know what, Craig? I resent you using my son.
It's an act of mercy, huh?
Well, drop it, or you're going to need all the mercy that you can get. Listen, I spoke to Jack. If Emily and I could get away, we'd take him to Montana ourselves.
I want my mommy.
She'll be back real soon, I promise.
And you know this for a fact?
Stay out of it, Craig.
If I stayed out of it, my wife would still be behind bars and you'd be dragging the river for you-know-who.
Look, Parker, why don't you and I go and raid the candy machine? What do you say?
You know what? Better yet, I've got some of your favorite dino cookies in my drawer, lower left-hand drawer.
Excellent. I would love a dino cookie myself. Come, let's go.
I don't know what your angle is, Craig, but I'm not going to have you using Parker as part of your latest scam. Do you think that I don't see the little eye gestures? I will not have Parker turned into a little mini version of you.
He could do worse.
Tell me something, Craig. Why are you so hot to crash this wedding?
I'm not crashing. My wife is a sister of the bride, and I have been asked to deliver these sensitive legal documents to Jack and Carly so they can actually tie the knot.
Fine. Deliver them. Just don't involve Parker. Now, you can wink at him from now until next week, and I don't care if you get the boy to recite the Gettysburg Address. It's not going to get you what you want.
Yeah, I might need a nip or a tuck here and there.
Well, luckily, Carly's handy with a thread and needle. Hannah, I really can't accept this.
Why on earth not?
It's just too much. It's way too much.
Oh, but it could be considered borrowed, Carly.
If Irma didn't want you to have it, she wouldn't have given it to you. And don't worry about having to make a few changes. Times are different. She knows that.
I'm sure she wouldn't want me to change it too much. She wants to keep it in the family, right?
With 6 sons, they won't be wearing it anytime soon. Well, except for maybe the youngest one, Mickey.
It's just so generous. More than anybody could expect. Way more. But I would be honored to wear it when I marry Jack.
You would?
Yeah.
I'll tell Irma. She'll be tickled pink.
Oh, Hannah, did you get any express mail for me this morning?
No. That stuff comes in pretty early usually. Is it something important?
Yeah, very important. Without it, there might not even be a wedding.
Hey, what are you doing? You're wasting your time here. Phone calls? We gotta be there in person.
I
in
am
case
not
we need to
going
plead our
anywhere
case.
without my attorney.
Well, if your attorney gets a runaround, we gotta go alone.
I just keep wondering what Paul would do. What he would do if he were here. He was the reason, you know. He was the reason that I was able to live after the fire. He never gave up on me. He never stopped believing in me, even when I did so much to hurt him. He had such a loving heart. And my pact with you broke that heart.
If Paul were here right now, he would tell you to pull yourself together and help Rose. He'd tell you to get down to that prison and find out what you can from Stenbeck.
All I do is keep hearing his last words to me over and over in my head and seeing the anger and the hatred in his eyes. Do you know what he said to me? He told me that his whole life everyone had warned him about his father. But they actually had warned him about the wrong parent.
Oh, come on. Come on. He was blind with rage. He felt betrayed.
Yes, and he was right. He was betrayed because I betrayed him. I betrayed all of them, all of my own children. I pushed them away. I pulled them in. I made them frightened of me. Will and Jennifer and Paul, I hurt the most.
All right, calm down, all right? Please.
It's all set up. We'll be able to meet with James as soon as we get to...
No, I can't go. You call them back. You tell them I am not coming. You hear me? I don't care what you think or what you do to me. I will never face James Stenbeck again.
A few years ago, I get this pain. It's no big whoop, just a little heartburn. Yeah, a burning, piercing fireball right here. So I cut down on the foods that bother me. I changed my diet. I worked out. Even my mom tries to help.
Son, try sleeping on an incline.
So I slipped some 2x4s under my bed. Oh yeah, my wife really loved that one. Then I started drinking that chalky stuff, popping acid reducers, and it all helped, but the pain keeps coming back 2-3 days a week. Okay, finally visit my doctor. He says it's acid reflux disease and prescribes Prevacid to help prevent the acid and heal the damage. So I take it like he says, and guess what? It really helps stop the acid pain. How's that for a happy ending?
Prescription Prevacid actually helps prevent acid where it starts by turning off many of the pumps that produce it. Prevacid has a low occurrence of side effects such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. Other serious stomach conditions may still exist. Ask your doctor for more information and if Prevacid is right for you. Help prevent the acid with Prevacid.
These are killer legs. But these legs could kill too. So could these. And these. If injury, surgery, or illness has you off your feet, you're at risk to develop a blood clot in your legs that could travel to your lungs. It's called DVT. Complications from DVT kill more than AIDS and breast cancer combined. In most cases, DVT can be prevented. Ask your doctor or call 1-888-DVT-NET1.
Get ready for a feeling of clean like nothing else. New Extreme Clean from Aquafresh. It showers your whole mouth with rich microactive foam. Thousands of germ-killing bubbles seek out hard-to-reach places and kill sources of bad breath. Then rinse clean away, leaving a cool tingling that just won't quit. New Extreme Clean from Aquafresh. Take the feeling of clean to the extreme.
You know the magic that happens when you mix up old friends and new pals? The same thing happens when iced tea meets lemonade. Lemonade iced tea from Country Time.
Only the Biore Pore Perfect Strip pulls out dirt like this. Because only Biore has the pore target system that seeks out dirt and blackheads for the deepest clean possible. Whoa, looks like a porcupine. Biore, brilliant.
Allergies can strike anywhere, anytime.
That's why I take Clarinex.
Clarinex helps block histamine. Get 24-hour non-drowsy allergy relief from pets, pollen, mold, and dust. Side effects are similar to sugar pill, including sore throat, dry mouth, and fatigue. Clarinex. Talk to your doctor about the anywhere, anytime allergy relief of Clarinex.
Yeah, we are so lucky because this place always gets overcrowded.
We had a community pool at one of the places that I used to live. It was always packed.
Do you want to swim?
Only if you do.
Oh, come on, Sarah. You don't have to go just because I go.
Well, it's more fun with you.
Really?
These past couple of weeks have been the best time of my life, Bonnie.
Glad you're having a good time. So am I.
Hey.
Hey.
People watching?
Certain people.
Yeah. How's it going?
They seem to be getting along famously.
But isn't that a good thing?
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know.
Oh, hey, Jess, you remember Walker Daniels?
Of course.
Hi, Jessica.
Nice to see you again.
So any luck with the palm?
No one's turned it in yet.
Walker thinks he left his palm here the other night.
Oh, well, you could call your service provider and see if there's a record of anybody using it.
That's a great idea. I didn't even think of it. I've been so, crazed and stuff.
Yeah, if nothing else, you should get the account closed.
Yeah, I'll take care of that right now. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'm telling you, those handhelds, they're so easy to lose.
Yeah, easily stolen, too.
What, you think that's what happened?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Well, look at that one. I love braids.
Yeah?
She looks just like one of the Williams sisters.
Yeah. Hey, there's a spa in Chicago. They do great braids. And they also pamper you from head to toe. You know what? We should go. I can make an appointment. We'll get an okay from Troy. And then we'll just make like a total day out of it.
That would be so cool. Yeah. You're the best, Bonnie.
Hey, how'd you make out?
Not good. It appears that somebody stole it, and they're downloading music like crazy.
Can they trace that?
No, but they think it's a kid because whoever he or she is selecting nothing but hip-hop music.
great pie.
Well, it's a beautiful day.
One thing could make it more beautiful.
What's that?
Having all the legal papers, Carly and I can get married. I can't wait to make a real home for my family, you know, starting right now.
This little angel needs to be rocked back to sleep.
Go ahead. You sure?
Yeah, no problem.
There you go. I have to run and get Carly my sewing machine.
If you get tired of holding her, let me know.
That's not gonna happen.
She's pretty incredible, isn't she?
Yeah. It's a whole different kind of love. I just can't believe she's my... Look, Jack, no matter what those test results say, I'm always gonna feel close to this little girl.
Listen, I know it's tough. I was there with JJ when we didn't know if he was my son or not. I wanted it so badly. I fell completely in love with him.
How's it now? You still miss him?
Yeah. Of course. Think about him all the time. How could I not? Even called his parents. Check on him. It's awkward. I know eventually the phone calls will stop.
Is that what you think will happen with me and Sage? I'll just drop out of her life?
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is that until the DNA comes back, I'm gonna try to give you some more time with it.
All right, but what happens afterwards, Jack? Right, when one of us has to learn to pull back?
Yeah, of course, that's bound to happen. But I want you to know, no matter what, Carly and I will give her a stable home.
A stable home? I mean, all that matters is that you love them. All right, and I've already got that covered.
Listen, I'm not saying that you're not gonna be there, Mike.
No, man, it's just... Look, when I hear you talking about your home and building a place for Sage to live, it's just... I mean, you're making plans. All right, I get that. Okay, but I'm making plans too. Okay, and if Sage turns out to be my daughter, how are you gonna feel about taking a back seat in her life?
That fever, making you have bad dreams.
It's not the fever.
Don't worry about me, I'll be fine.
Rose, it's the kids. They need you.
And they'll have me. And they'll have you. They're gonna have both of us.
But I can't.
What, do you think I could just walk into your house and turn into their mama?
You might have to.
Hey, I mean it. I'm not talking about this. Please, Rose, just protect them, please. Yeah, I swear. On my life. That's why if anything happens to me, you have to be safe. Yeah, I got it. Stay safe, I know. Let's not talk anymore. Let's just rest. Dusty is a dangerous man, Rose. And you're gonna be around. Slam the door in his face. But if I can't, I spent half of my life feeling like a part of myself was missing. I didn't get through all those lonely years just to lose you again. You got that, Willie Snyder? Please just stay away from Dusty, please. That fever's making you bossy too, huh? Hey, look, Dusty is no Boy Scout. But I know he did not dump us in this hole. If you want to blame somebody, you blame me. Rose, if we make it out of here, you have to promise me. Promise me that you will stay away from Dusty.
Just take a few deep breaths. Huh?
Here, Barbara, try this.
Yeah, have a drink. Keep breathing. You're okay. You're just having a panic attack. That's all.
You don't know panic.
Hey, it's not like you're going in there alone. We're right here.
I am not going anywhere.
James can't do anything to harm you, Barbara.
If that's what you think, Marshall, the bullet did more damage to your brain than you think.
He's under maximum security now.
He's right. He's right.
James's reach goes far beyond those prison walls. For God's sake, why do you think we're here?
We're here because we're out of options.
Do you really think he's gonna tell me where those women are?
Well, no, not in so many words, but I'll tell you this much. His weakness is his neediness for us to know how clever and brilliant he is, even out of a jail cell.
this cheap, Dusty, that if I take one step back into James's world, it's gonna be one step too many.
You're smart, you know that? You're smart to be scared. But don't let fear stop you.
Barbara, these are for you.
You know, I'm still getting so many flowers from friends of Paul's in Europe. They're just finding out what happened to him. You know, everyone who worked with him loved him.
What's wrong?
Anxiously awaiting your arrival. Yours forever, James.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
There is no way you're taking that baby away from Carly. I'm not talking about taking away. I'm talking about shared custody.
Living with James Stenbeck is like living with chronic disease. You learn to deal with it, but the pain never goes away.
So what are you gonna do? Lock the door and stay in your room forever?
I would promise you anything. Anything in this world, but please don't ask me to cut Dusty out of my life.
On July 9th, they've taken Elizabeth. Some men would do anything for love.
How far are you willing to go to save her? I'd die for her.
But some women don't need to be rescued.
You like pain? Try wearing a corset.
From Jerry Bruckheimer, Johnny Depp, Jeffrey Rush, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley. She goes free in a Gore Verbinski film.
Elizabeth.
Don't stop.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, July 9th.
Sorry.
Uncle Ben's. Make lunch a meal again.
Best Western is the largest hotel chain in the world. Over 4,000 hotels in over 80 countries, all inviting you to get a good night's sleep. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Visit bestwestern.com.
Gesundheit. We're sorry you've got allergies. Maybe we can help. Medical studies prove Benadryl is more effective than the leading prescription allergy medicine. Histamine-blocking Benadryl is more effective at relieving allergy symptoms like runny nose, sneezing, itchy nose, and watery eyes. When allergies bloom, Benadryl's more effective than the leading prescription allergy medicine.
Who has time for skincare that doesn't work? Not me. So I only use what I know will make my skin firmer and younger looking.
Since 1957, Rock's been devoted to anti-aging skincare. Our promise? Visible results. Take Rock Proteant Lift Moisturizer. Proteant, a proven firming nutrient, penetrates to visibly lift and firm. Only Rock has it.
My skin felt firmer and looked younger in just 8 weeks.
Rock, we keep our promises.
You bet they do.
Right. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's great news. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Well, I've got some fantastic news.
I'm out of here.
No, it was Geico. Just saved myself a bunch of money on my car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Amazing Race, some teams go after live, slippery eels, and the models keep going after each other.
I want to hurt you right now.
The all-new Amazing Race, CBS Thursday.
Simon Cowell has a twisted new idea.
Thousands of men will try to win the heart of America's most eligible woman. First, they'll have to get past her two best friends.
That's your hair.
I paid for it. Who will get a shot? And who will get shot down?
You think I'm tough? Wait till you see these three.
Cupid premieres CBS Wednesday, July 9th at 10/9 Central.
Santa's Village Amusement Park and Racing Rapids Water Park are now open every day. Ride all the great rides like the Typhoon Looping Coaster. Plan a birthday party in our new party room. Splash and play in the Lazy River. Mondays and Tuesdays are Burger King Summer Fun Days. Buy one admission and get a second admission free with coupons available at all participating Chicagoland Burger Kings. Picnic baskets are welcome, and there's always plenty of free parking.
Santa's Village and Racing Rapids.
Where can you get warehouse prices on practically everything without a membership fee? Cook Brothers, check out these deals.
Pick up a twin bunk bed set for $99.90. A 20-inch Solera TV is $89.90. CD player with headphones just $16.90 a set. A 30-piece vinyl floor tile pack is $9.95.
It's the one store that has it all. And free parking. I mean, come on.
We stack them deep and sell them cheap. Cook Brothers, 240 North Ashland.
If your window treatments leave something to be desired, call Empire today. Shop at home and have your window treatments installed next day. Plus, no payments for 1 year. Call Empire today.
He works hard. He plays hard. A Chicagoan with a style all his own. Mike Adamle. He doesn't just report on sports. He lives it. Only on CBS 2 News.
You like that? From the producer of CSI, Cold Case, CBS this fall.
This proves that James is ready to play.
It proves that he knows my every move. He wants me dead.
If he wanted you dead, you wouldn't be here right now.
That's very comforting.
Hey, don't knock it. That's your life insurance. If he kills you, the fun's over.
Dusty's right, Barbara. Look, he may mess with your head, but you will be safe.
Safe? How could I be safe when I have corpses showing up on my couch and 2 women have disappeared without a trace? Let me tell you something. Living with James Stenbeck is like living with chronic disease. You learn to deal with it, but the pain never goes away.
So what are you gonna do, lock the door and stay in your room forever? If that's the case, looks like Stenbeck's not the only one living in a prison.
I take it you gentlemen have a car waiting? Then we better move it before I change my mind.
I would promise you anything. Anything in this world, but please don't ask me to cut Dusty out of my life. Ever since Paul died, you have been hurt and confused, and Dusty has been using those feelings. This is not about Paul. I know Dusty, he's very charming, and he's handsome, and Dusty's looks have nothing to do with this. I'm getting a little, yes, it burns me up inside. That Dusty took money from Barbara to break up me and Paul, but I see another side to that guy. He's trying to clean up his act. He's gonna hurt you, Rose. Yeah, maybe he will. Or maybe he won't. But all I can tell you is once I get out of this place, all I want to do is feel that guy's arms around me. If anything happens to me, Holden will never forgive Dusty. And if you are with him, he will not let either one of you near our children ever again, Rose.
Well, at least the fabric's easy to work with, you know?
Yeah, and there's so much of it. Well, where are you going with those?
Oh, don't worry. You're in good hands.
Well, you too, Carly, you know, if you're having second thoughts.
What, about Jack?
No, about Craig. He'll come through with all that legal stuff. I mean, I know he's kind of unreliable most of the time.
No. No, he's reliable, all right. When he's got an angle, when there's something in it for him.
True. I just think he knows how much you want to marry Jack. He'll come through for you.
I don't even really need to marry Jack right away, right now, right this second. In my heart, I'm already married to him. This ceremony is just a formality.
Yeah, but an important one. For you and Jack and the kids. I just think the only person who doesn't really know where they fit in is Mike.
I know. I put his life on hold. He lost Molly because of me. And you know, I think if it turns out that Sage isn't his, I'm afraid it's gonna break his heart.
Mike, I played out just about every scenario there is with Sage. If she's your daughter, I will respect that. But when you start talking about me taking a back seat, that's just... I'm sorry, man, that's just not how I see it. I want to be a part of her life, too. And as far as too much love being a bad thing for a child, I've never heard of it. No, I mean, but if Sage is mine, then Carly and I will make the big decisions. Well, of course. I'll grit my teeth, and I will accept that because it's best for Sage. Fine. That's fair enough, then. All right, I mean, look, I've played out a few scenarios myself. And if Sage turns out to be mine, I'm glad that she'll have the benefit of a home with 2 parents, you know? At least part of the time. Well, what do you mean by part of the time? Well, I plan on making a home for her, too. Oh, I understand, of course, for when she visits and stuff. Oh, no. She's not gonna be a visitor in my life. I mean, like you, Jack, I want to build a place where she feels like she belongs. But I'm not in this to pick her up and drop her off when it's convenient for you and Carly. So what are you getting at? I'm getting at the fact that I want Sage to live with me.
Millions of us are hospitalized with heart-related chest pain or a certain type of heart attack, what doctors call ACS. The cause? For most, it was blood platelets that formed clots, which blocked blood from getting to the heart. Think aspirin and your other heart medications alone are enough? One more thing could help make a difference. Ask your doctor about adding Plavix. Added to aspirin in your current treatment, Plavix goes beyond what you're taking to help raise protection against heart attack or stroke. Plavix and your other medications work in different ways. Plavix, taken with aspirin, plays its own role in keeping blood platelets from sticking together and forming clots, which helps keep blood flowing.
If you have a medical condition that causes bleeding, such as stomach ulcer, you shouldn't use Plavix. The risk of bleeding may increase with Plavix, and when you take Plavix with certain other medicines, including aspirin, review your medicines with your doctor to minimize this risk. Additional rare but serious side effects could occur.
Add Plavix for more protection against heart attack or stroke.
Not everything can be as good as the original, but Diet Dr. Pepper is. Diet Dr. Pepper. Tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper.
What's in your ice cream?
You should look at the labels real close. You're gonna see if it's all natural or not. These are all the things right here that are real. Look at it. It's beautiful. Milk, cream, strawberry, and sugar. If you want all natural taste, right here, you get Breyers. Natural means nice things. I know my ice cream. This is natural. It tastes so good.
Breyers ice cream. It's only natural.
People are starting to figure this out.
A message from the American College of Gastroenterology.
Do you have recurrent abdominal pain, bloating, and constipation? You may be one of millions of Americans who suffer from a treatable medical condition doctors call irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS. Fortunately, new treatments and medications are available.
For a free brochure and new information about IBS and its treatments, call 1-866-IBS-RELIEF.
My advice, if you have recurrent abdominal pain, bloating, and constipation, see your doctor, talk about your symptoms, and ask about new treatments.
Their secret affair would lead to a tragic end. Did you murder your wife?
Yes.
But that's when the real mystery began. The true story that will take you by surprise.
Did your husband abuse you?
Treat Williams.
I knew I had to kill House.
Oscar winner Marcia Gay Harden.
Don't let him manipulate you.
Guilty Hearts, CBS Wednesday.
Big Brother is back, but the new house guests face a twist so unbelievable, all of America will be talking.
Scandalous!
All new Big Brother premieres CBS Tuesday, July 8th.
Are we leaving already? No, I'm just gonna go talk to the manager and see if I can get you a temporary membership so I don't have to sign in with you every time we come. I'll be right back. Hey, order me one of those fruit spritzer things.
How?
Just stop a waiter and tell them to put it on our account. Hot. And why do you three have your heads together?
Walker can't find his Palm Pilot.
He had it when we were here the other day, but...
Yeah, I just checked with the wireless company. They told me it's been stolen.
How do they know?
Well, whoever took it's been downloading hip-hop music.
Oh, can they find out who stole it?
No, but I was expecting a report to be sent to me, so I set the alarm to go off so I know exactly when it got here. When that thing starts buzzing, whoever took it's going to be in for a rude awakening. They won't know how to turn it off. Huh. Little poetic justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help me with my lost data. Speaking of which, I got to get back to the hospital, recover the files I have saved. Thanks for the ride, Ben. Hey, no sweating. Jessica?
Yeah. Good to see you.
He doesn't think anybody here stole it.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
At the country club, Mom, half the kids here are loaded. They don't need to steal.
Well, come on. Rich kids steal, too. I mean, sometimes for kicks or attention or whatever.
Children are full of surprises, you know. You just don't know what's going on beneath the surface.
If you're suggesting Sarah had anything to do with this.
Look, your mother didn't accuse Sarah of anything.
Yeah, not in so many words.
Well, not in any words.
Having Sarah here embarrasses you, doesn't it, Mom?
Now, wait a minute, Bonnie. I am just concerned that you got involved with this girl a little too quickly, that's all.
Or that she got involved in your life a little too quickly. She's forgotten her place, hasn't she?
I know you're not saying this to me.
You know the worst kind of snob, Mom, is the kind that always talks about everybody being equal until they actually try to become your equal.
Bonnie...
No, Emma came to us and asked us to help. With Lily missing, she couldn't really, well, take Parker herself.
Well, Emma would still need my permission, and the answer would still be no. It's a full house in Montana.
Oh, I think Carly has room for her son.
Mike, Jack, and Carly have a lot to work out. Now, I will not have Parker caught up in any fallout over this baby.
Well, I promise not one voice will be raised in front of him.
Forget it, Craig. When things settle down, Parker can spend all the time he wants with Carly.
Hal? It's all about the big moments, Hal.
What?
The milestones. The ceremonies. Making memories for your kids.
You're telling me how to raise kids?
No, I'm just pointing out that you might regret being so hard-headed about this.
And I'm pointing out that if you keep pushing me, you're the one that's gonna regret it.
So, are we on our way to the airport?
No.
Hal's word du jour.
Oh, well, that's such a shame. I remember what it was like when you weren't allowed to have Will there at your own wedding. I mean, you, of all people, know what it's like not to have your own son there on the happiest day of your life. I am just quite surprised that you would do the same thing to Carly and Parker.
There is no way you're taking that baby away from Carly. I'm not talking about taking away. I'm talking about shared custody. Look, I want to be a father to this child. All right, we're getting way ahead of ourselves here. We'll think of something when the time comes.
You're right. And we'll do it legally. That way it cuts down on any tension around Sage.
Well, if you think tying Carly up in lawyers and documents is going to cut down on...
Hey!
Hey!
How you boys getting along, huh?
Fine. Sage is pretty active today.
What's going on?
Well, you know, we were just talking about stuff, you know, sports, the weather, the baby.
Is that right? Well, I will let you get back to that. Katie and I are pretty busy inside.
Well, let me know when it's safe to come in, please.
Yes, I will. Be patient. This is going to take a while.
Okay, I don't want you bringing up anything about custody before the wedding. You love this baby half as much as you say you do. You at least do that much for her mother.
Look, there's a light. Hello. Mr. Beaver, how do you get your teeth so strong and so white?
with new Colgate Herbal White. Give it a try.
Colgate Herbal White toothpaste.
Colgate adds natural eucalyptus, melissa, mint, and lemon extracts to its stain-removing fluoride formula. Herbal White gives me strong, natural white teeth. Brilliant. Brilliantly white. New Colgate Herbal White for strong, natural white teeth.
Blue skies, yellow lemons. One perfectly refreshing day. Minute Maid lemonade. Made with real lemons. For people who know lemonade, it's Minute Maid.
Why worry? Relax. Trust Dulcolax, the overnight laxative more doctors recommend. It's gentle enough for sensitive stomachs, yet strong enough for complete relief. So relax. Trust Dulcolax for overnight relief, guaranteed.
Open your eyes. Look for the little things. Find what you weren't looking for and see something you never imagined.
Introducing high-definition film from Kodak. With technology that reduces grain for clear pictures with fine detail.
Open your eyes. That's what my teacher taught me today.
I look good in the saddle. Yeah, I'm riding high. Roping all kinds of cattle, and I got no trouble roping any kind of guy. Strong and beautiful, just like you. Strong and beautiful, just like you.
Power Stripe from Soft and Dry has a stripe of extra protection that goes on clear and leaves odors and wetness in the dust.
My hair color does something yours doesn't. Because it's new Garnier Nutrice, the only hair color that nourishes with grapeseed and avocado oils. Rich, radiant color, all because Nutrice means nourish. So hair takes color better and holds it longer, root to tip. And speaking of color, nourished hair means better color. And grays? Gone, guaranteed. Can your hair color do all that? New Garnier Nutrice. Nourished hair, better color. Garnier, trust them, they're experts.
Deacon and Amber, hot enough for you. The Bold and the Beautiful, weekdays on CBS.
Look, I wasn't planning on saying anything till after the test results are back. Good. Jack, I'm not the bad guy here. Okay, I want Carly to be happy. If Carly is happy, then Sage is happy. All right, that's what matters most to me.
Great. Then we finally agree on something more than a stupid piece of pie.
You almost done?
Almost.
So you're gonna miss having a big Oakdale wedding?
Nope. This is better. Much better. Quiet. Calm.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I know I'm right. You know, the way my luck's been running the last few months, I'll be lucky if I get to the I do's without the sky falling.
You will. And it won't. Yeah, you're gonna have a nice, peaceful, beautiful little ceremony away from the usual Oakdale drama.
Amen to that.
Oh, you really don't fight fair.
I was just making an observation.
I remember every second of what happened with Will, and I will not have my youngest son caught in the middle of another domestic nightmare.
Now, you know I love Parker. I would never do anything to expose him to 1 second of unpleasantness.
No, not intentionally. But I do have one question for you. Does Carly know that you guys are coming? I thought not.
Well, we're going as a healing gesture.
You can keep my son out of your healing gestures. Just a second. The last time you and Carly were together, you almost bit each other's heads off. Then Carly took off for Montana. What if your little healing gesture backfires? Just a second. And then you take some pot shots at Carly. Carly takes some pot shots at you. Let me ask you something. Where does that leave Parker? It leaves him right in the middle. That's where it leaves him. What? What is it?
I really want my mommy.
That wasn't me.
Listen, I'm not trying to keep you away from your mommy, and I know how much you miss her. I guess I just didn't know how much. Okay, he can go. But listen to me, Rosanna, and I mean this. You keep him clear of any trouble, and I want him back right after that wedding.
Thank you so much, Hal.
You can thank me by making sure he has a good time.
Oh, he will.
Jack, I wasn't talking to you.
You have my word.
Mine too, if you want.
I'll pass on your word, thank you.
Now, Emily did pack a bag just in case, and it's in the car.
Does he have his little action robots?
Yes, they're all set.
Oh, and his stuffed panda?
Licorice is tucked away.
Hal, you know, Carly is really gonna appreciate this.
I know she'll appreciate having Parker there. It's you two that I wonder about. Listen to me, cowboy. I want you to be a good boy, and I want you to listen to your Aunt Rosanna, okay? Now, I'm going to call you tonight, and I want you to remember that I love you. I love you very, very much. I'll see you soon.
I've married the most devious woman.
Devious? I thought it was obvious.
Exactly. All right, mount up, hombre. We ride from Montana. All right, ándale, caballero. Come on.
Tell Dr. Sanchez I'm on my way. Sorry, Jess, I gotta head back to the hospital. You gonna be okay here?
I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm telling myself that Bonnie was just blowing off steam, you know. I don't know, she has this weird connection to this girl, and I am just going to back off and let it play out.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Well, there's no point in me hanging around here if you're leaving, so you want to walk me to my car?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll see you later.
You're quiet. What do you want me to say? You want me to choose between Dusty and my family? Right here, right now? Rose, they need you. No. 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 They need their mother. Don't you understand? If I am... Hey, you're not gonna die. No? You need me to make a promise? You want me to make a promise? Fine. I promise I will never see Dusty again. But then you gotta make me a promise that you will fight and keep fighting until we get out of this place. You got it? Oh, I'll try. No, I won't take that. You gotta promise. Not just try, you gotta promise. Okay, I promise. It's gonna be over. Soon, they're gonna find us. We're gonna get out of here. And you think whatever you want about Dusty. But I know that man would sell his soul to the devil to get us out of here. I know.
Stenbeck's got a guard present at all times.
We'll be right here. You can come in now, Ms. Ryan. Stay behind the line, please.
You
You've changed perfume. What else has changed, darling? Have you changed? Have you come here to share in my grief over our son's death? Paul is gone now, Barbara. He's gone, but it gives me great comfort to know that we have each other. We have each other. We'll always have each other.
On the next As the World Turns.
Agent Brackett, FBI. I'm here about the Lily Snyder Rose D'Angelo kidnapping.
I gotta go.
Are they dead?
Perhaps.
What do I taste in blueberry morning cereal? Summers in Maine when I was a little girl. I think I had a purple tongue the whole summer long. Blueberry